What if the drink you reach for every afternoon is quietly locking belly fat around your waist? And you think it harmless? Every day, millions of people blame food. They cut carbs. They count steps. They grind through workouts. But the belly doesn't budge. And the most frustrating part is, they never suspect the thing in their hand because drinks don't feel like eating. They don't trigger fullness. They slide past your defenses. And while your brain thinks you're doing nothing, the calories are landing exactly where you don't want them, deep around your organs, in the place doctors call visceral fat. Tonight, you're going to discover what to drink if you really want to lose belly fat. Not the hype. Not the magic. The actual tools that make fat loss easier, the science behind why they work, and the hidden drinks that are sabotaging you right now. Tonight, you're going to discover what to drink if you really want to lose belly fat. Not the hype. Not the magic. The actual tools that make fat loss easier, the science behind why they work, and the hidden drinks that are sabotaging you right now. Before we dive in, if videos like this help you see your body differently, take a second to like and subscribe. It helps more people become aware of the small habits that change everything. Let's start with the problem no one talks about. Your body doesn't register liquid calories the same way it registers food. Eat 300 calories of chicken and vegetables and your brain says, "I'm full." Drink 300 calories of soda and your brain barely notices. It's like money disappearing from a card versus cash leaving your hand. One feels real. The other doesn't. That's why sugary sodas, sweetened lattes, fruit juices, and alcohol are so dangerous. They spike your blood sugar fast. They deliver 150 to 400 calories per serving. And they don't turn off hunger. So you eat your normal meal right after. Over time, that excess doesn't scatter evenly. It burrows deep, wrapping around your liver, your pancreas, your intestines. That's visceral fat. And it's the fat most linked to insulin resistance, inflammation, and a stubborn belly that won't go away no matter how hard you train. But here's the disturbing part. Most people don't think they're drinking their calories. They think, it's just coffee. It's just juice. It's just one glass of wine. And this is what most people never realize. Those justs add up to an extra 500 to 800 calories per day. You'd never eat an extra cheeseburger on purpose, but you'll drink it without noticing. And what researchers discovered next was shocking. When people swap liquid calories for water, even without changing anything else, they eat less the rest of the day. Not because they tried, because their brain finally got the signal it was missing. So now you see the trap. Drinks can either sabotage your deficit or make it easier to maintain. And if you want to lose belly fat, the deficit is everything. No drink burns fat directly. Your body doesn't have a belly fat melting switch, but the right drinks remove friction. They make it easier to eat less without feeling like you're suffering. Have you ever tracked how many calories you drink in a day? Not eat, drink. Comment below with your guess, then be honest after tomorrow. You might be shocked how much is hiding in your coffee, your juice, your healthy smoothie. Let's talk about the drinks that actually help. First, water. 0 calories. 0 hype. But water does something powerful. It separates thirst from hunger. Most people feel a vague craving in the afternoon and reach for food. Sometimes it's just dehydration. A glass of water before meals can reduce how much you eat without any willpower. It also replaces the sugary drinks you used to have. And that alone can erase 200 to 300 calories per day. That's a pound of fat every 12 days, without changing your meals. Second, green tea and black coffee. Not the caramel frappuccino. Kind. Plain. These contain caffeine and compounds called catechins. Together, they nudge your metabolic rate up by about 3 to 5%. And they increase fat oxidation, your body's ability to burn fat for fuel. The effect isn't dramatic. You won't melt fat by drinking coffee alone. But if you're already in a calorie deficit, that small boost makes the process smoother. It's like adding a tailwind when you're biking uphill. You still have to pedal, but it feels easier. Third, high-protein drinks. A shake with 20 to 30 grams of protein slows digestion. It triggers hormones like GLP-1 and PYY, the same hormones those expensive weight loss drugs target. You feel full. And because you're full, you eat 200 to 300 calories less later. That's the real magic. not fat burning. Hunger control. And hunger control is what keeps a deficit sustainable. Fourth, fiber-rich drinks. Psyllium husk. Chia water. Fiber expands in your gut. It slows digestion. It makes you feel physically full for 2 to 3 hours. And it blunts blood sugar spikes. Why does that matter for belly fat? Because visceral fat is sensitive to insulin. The more stable your blood sugar, the less your body wants to store fat around your organs. Here's the deeper truth. Belly fat isn't just about calories. It's about signals. High sugar intake worsens insulin resistance. Chronic stress and alcohol spike cortisol. And cortisol loves to park fat right around your midsection. So drinks that stabilize blood sugar and don't trigger cortisol indirectly target belly fat better than subcutaneous fat. You're not spot reducing. You're removing the fuel that keeps visceral fat locked in place. And this is the payoff most people miss. You don't need fat-melting drinks. You need tools that make a calorie deficit easier to live with. Water to cut liquid calories. Protein and fiber to kill hunger. Caffeine and green tea to give you a small, real metabolic edge. None of these work alone. All of them work together, so the lesson is simple. If you want to lose belly fat, change your default drink. Make it water. Make it unsweetened tea or coffee. Make it protein. Make it fiber. Remove the drinks that add calories without fullness. And suddenly, eating less doesn't feel like punishment. It feels normal. One sugary drink won't ruin you. One glass of water won't save you. It's the pattern. The daily habit. The thing you sip without thinking. Change that, and you've removed one of the biggest obstacles between you and a flatter belly. Thank you for watching. If this shifted how you think about drinks and fat loss, subscribe and share it with someone who drinks their calories without realizing it. And watch the next video. It breaks down the one posture mistake that's making your belly look bigger even if you're lean. You'll see your body differently after that.